Alright guys, welcome once again to our channel Uppertech NG, and today we're going to be moving straight up into the training. Once again, thank you for joining. Excuse me. All I need of you guys is to please help share this link, help subscribe, and turn on the notification so that you can get videos as we drop them from time to time. Okay, so today we are moving into this training proper, and we're going to be talking about how to use functions and formulas, simple functions and simple formulas on Excel. So I'm calling up my Excel application. So this is what it looks like. It's coming up. Good. So now I need to also make us understand something. The Excel template is an interesting one where you can have where you have the opportunity to have more templates. Now more template means you have a lot of stuff that you really want to call up. Now these are pre-designed templates that you could use for your assignment, for the concept you have upstairs. And upstairs I mean is what you have in your mind. Remember when I talked about the concept of the bank statement is rested on an Excel. You know how you can actually decide what you want, what goes in for debit, credit. And that is what it's talking about here. Similarly, you can use the Excel tool for a lot of things. You could use it for sales reports. For those of us that are doing business, so sales reports, your blood pressure tracker, whatever, just type it here. If you think it, just type it. You could use it for an invoice. Take for instance, I'm typing invoice. Excel should, oh sorry, I don't have my internet on. Okay, that's one thing again. You need the internet to be able to get these templates. All right, for the purpose of this training, what we'll be looking at is just a blank space, because ultimately you need to have an idea of how to use the blank before you can even go into every other template. So I click on a blank and this is what it looks like. Now remember when I explained to us in the previous video that we did that the Excel has several tools that are used for proper presentation of your data. Now for this purpose, remember what we're talking about is functions and formulas, simple functions and simple formulas that will make your work very interesting. Now today the assignment we're going to be working on is getting the list of all the students in SS1B, having their age, their sex, their location, and their performance in view. We want to probably report this to the principal. So, and you are the what's it called, secretary, you are the data analyst that wants to present this. So let's just look at what we're going to do very quickly. Now I remember one of our students asked us sometimes that how can we get data. Now you could get data from several ways. You could get data from an external source, from other external file type, or you could input your data from your head or from different statistics, maybe hard copy for instance. And what we're going to do now is inputting it from our head. Maybe there is you have a collection of names of all students from the account, I mean from the teachers, and you are going to ultimately input them just because you want to present it to your principal. All right, let's just move into that. So now this is the header. Remember, names of students in SS1A. Now if you look at what I wrote, you will realize that it does not look neat. Excuse me, it doesn't look neat. It means it looks very ruffled, like something is not wrong, something is not right with this data. And that is to tell you that when you're inputting data, several things could happen. It could be human error, it could be system mistake, some things could happen. Now the function of an Excel is to make sure that you have a neat data. So we're going to have very scattered information and we're going to make it look neat to the point that we want. Now I've always advised my students to always leave a column immediately after any header. This is not a rule, it's not a standard, it's not a policy, it's just a way to make your work neat. So I'm leaving a column and I'm writing the name name, I'm putting this in caps, names of the students. I move to the next tab. I say I want to know their age. I move to the next tab. I want to know their location. I move to the next tab, and I want to know their performance. So this is what you have. Now the names. Now this does not look neat to me because I want to have numbering, like serial number. It's important for me to state this again. You see this A to Z that I talked about, the column headers A to Z, and it keeps on going, it keeps on going, it keeps on going, it keeps on going, it keeps on going. We discussed about this in the last message and why this is a numbering. Now you cannot use this as a basis for your serial numbers because it does not meet what you actually want. So I am doing this. Now there are several ways of inserting or of maintaining a column. I want to have my serial number here. So when I have a serial number here, the name, age, location will now start from this place. And the best way you could do this, or let me first say, what people do most times is the copy or the cut. The cut, right click, the cut, and you paste it. You paste from here, age. Giving you this is what you actually want. But I'm saying that's not a very good practice. Of course, by the time you start using Excel, it doesn't matter what practice works. The most important thing is that you know what you're doing and you're able to present that information appropriately. Now, I'm going to insert. What I would do is I come here. Remember what I did? I clicked. When I click on insert, I right click, then I say insert. Now the insert is now asking me, where do you want us to shift the cell to? Are you shifting to the left? Are you shifting to the right? Are you shifting to the bottom? So I say right. Immediately shift it and it gives me this column. So having this column, it means I want to have my serial number. So I say serial number, and I say 1. I'm going to work with 5 students because of our time. 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first name here I have Kanayo James. I have Belumi Adigun. I have Tim Friway. I have Taiwo Adi, Taiwo Dili. I have Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali Yoga. Yeah, Muhammad Ali Yoga has 3 names and he wants to maintain them. Muhammad Ali Yoga, right? Now, this does not seem to be a very good data. Okay, now let's capture their age. Kanayo is 26. In SS1. Belumi Adigun is 17. 17. Tim Friway is okay, sorry about that. I had other information. Tim Friway is 20. Taiwo Dili is 27. Muhammad Ali Yoga is 31. Our location is Lagos. This is a raw data from, do not forget, Ibadan, Oyo, Delta, Osun. I just hope you understand what I'm trying to do. Osun. Performance poor, good, excellent, good, fair. Now these are the data that you're able to input. you know, because you're fast, you know, when you have a lot of things to do, you just want to input this information and go on. Now let us try. First, let us make sure we clean this. Remember, I have used the insert option here, or this insert function, so you have to keep noting these things. Insert function. Now when I have this information, I'll teach you how to clean this data to make it neater. But before then, let us just move into the functions first. Now these are the informations you have. Now the first assignment or the first duty here, let me just write what to do, what to do. Now this is just here as a guide, okay? Now what we'll be working on today is addition. How to add up figures, addition, how to subtract figures, subtraction, how to divide data, and how to multiply data. Multiplication. Okay, now this is what we want to achieve using this information, because the first thing is go and get me this information. Now you've gotten this information. Now your director or your principal now says, meanwhile, I want you to also get me the list, the addition of all the ages. Please give it to me. Then subtract Taiwo's age from Muhammad Ali's age. That's one other assignment. Then I want you to also divide the ages of these people across board, or divide the age of the oldest person and the youngest person. You know, for some reason that is what he needs to probably make his judgment. Just is to give it and make it available. Then multiply the oldest person age and Kanaya's age. Let's do it that way. And this is what you have. The question is, how do I get all these things? It's simple. The first thing is you want to add up everything here. And there are two options, there are two ways you could do this. The first one is always advisable when you want to do your calculation under the same row type. For instance, if you want to add up this, you just click here and you use the auto sum function. I take that again. If you want to add up every details here to get your answer here or here, you know, just to make it neat, you use the auto sum function. If I click this now, by default it automatically goes up horizontal, pick up what's it called, the information. You know, so it's better that way. If you take, for instance, I want to do a sum of this thing, it's not always nice, because if I click on this, it does not know what to pick. You know, I have to now come here and pick for it, say enter, then it gives me the figure. But but say that's not a very good practice. It makes your work rough. But if you're looking for the information somewhere around here and you click it, it's better. It automatically goes there and gives you the information. So that is one part. So let's just do that. I come here, I click this, and it gives me my response. And I click it and make it bolder. So this is another function to make your text bold. To make your text bold, you can have an underlined data, which is this. And I have my total. I can write my total here. Now we move. I also hope you understand everything that I've been doing. Now, I also need to state clearly here that if you want to use the function or the formula function on Excel, there is something that is very important. For every time you want to perform a function, remember to always use is equals to. Is equals to is like the key that opens up the door for any of these things. If you want to make anything, is equal to is the first thing you should press. Is equal to is like asking you, okay, is equal to what do you want to do? Now, addition. I see the first thing is equals to Muhammad Ali. Let's take it from Kanayo. Kanayo is C4. So I'll say Kanayo equals to C4 plus Belumi is C5 plus C5 plus C6, okay, C6 plus C7 plus C8 is equals to 1 to 1. 1 to 1. Now subtraction. We're saying I should subtract the oldest person's age. I mean the younger person's age from the oldest person's age. So which is Muhammad and Adigun. So I would say again is equals to now Muhammad is C8. Remember C8 minus Belumi is C5. Okay, C5 is equals to now again we're asked to divide the oldest person's age by Kanayo's age, right? So again you say is equals to C8, remember C 8, which is this C8 divided by Kanayo's age, which is C4. C4 is equals to, it gives you your figure. Okay, now multiplication, we're saying multiply oldest person's age by Kanayo's age. And now say is equals to oldest person's age is C8 times Kanayo's age, which is multiplied by it's 26, right? Okay, 86, right? So this is the assignment that we have achieved. Okay, let me put a note in front of all this so that we know what we did. Now we said add all age together. Okay, minus what did we do here? We said minus, okay, coming minus C8, okay, minus oldest age minus minus younger age from older age. It's important that we try as much as we can to just understand these things. Promises to be very interesting, trust me. Okay, so we're moving. I'm just giving us a note of what we did. Divide oldest from by Kanayo. Okay, then you multiply old by Kanayo. Okay, Kanayo. I think this first one here is Pelumi. Good. So that is what we have achieved. And these are our responses. Okay. Now I highlight. Now you also have some very interesting functions here. You want to shade this, we just shade it. That's the text. If you want to shade the column, now you could change the column, you could highlight the text, you could do both. So I'm changing this. This is it. So I just hope we're able to get this. So I could call now. Another thing I want us to learn again today is how to rename your sheet. Now this is a spreadsheet. Everything here is a spreadsheet, before the information. So it's called a sheet. So I'm going to rename this sheet. And to rename a sheet, all you have to do is just double click on that sheet and you type the name you want there. You delete and you type. So here I'm going to call this formula. Okay, so I have to create another one. Now to create a sheet is simple. What you need to do is you click this new sheet button here. Okay, click on this new sheet button here and it takes you to this. So I'm changing this to function. Okay, function. Now this is what we've done so far. We've done the formula. Now we're moving to function. Now to get the function, I have a list of stuff that we're going to look at. Please hold on. I'm just going to show you what we are going to be looking at as our workflow. Good, Excel functions. This is it. Now these are the things we're going to touch today. I already sent this as a message to those of us on the WhatsApp group, and I only hope that you have taken out time to digest it. Please, this is a free training, and I hope that we're taking it as serious as we can. If the only thing you're paying for this training is your data, trust me, it's worth it. We charge people to get this information offline, so let's just do what we can to enjoy this moment. I'm also doing everything to see how we'll simplify this. Okay, now we're done with the formula. We're moving to the function. Now I want us to maintain this data because that is what our boss has said. Remember, these are raw information. I will still teach us how we can have comprehensive information. Okay, but for the purpose of this, we'll be working with this data. Then as time goes on, we'll start working on more intense and more larger data. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to copy this. Okay, this data is not neat, trust me, but we'll make it neater when we have the time. So I click on this and I copy what I want. Okay, something just came to my head because sometimes we may not know, we may make mistakes. So let's just do this. Let's copy everything. Okay, and come to function and you paste. When you're pasting, because what you copied from this point, from point A and point 1. That is when you copy. Or you sometimes what we want to do is you just click on this arrow here. It says copy all. It means you're copying all. So it means that is the same way you will paste. So what I just did is I come to this same place, I clicked it and I pressed Ctrl V, and it brings everything here to this point. However, there is another option. There's another way you could do it. You could decide to duplicate this sheet. You could decide to duplicate the sheet, and to duplicate the sheet is very simple. What you need to do is just right click, you click on the sheet you want to duplicate, you right click, and it gives you your options. It tells you move or copy. If I say move, it creates another. So it's trying to ask me questions. Say move selected sheet to what? So I say to book 2 before, or I say before function. Automatically moves it. You get, but because of this training, let's just leave it the way it is. Now after making this input, I want to delete what I don't want, which is I think better. So I just delete. That is Ctrl minus if you want to delete, or normal delete that you have on your keyboard. Now this is the information, and I had explained what all these terms are: the average function, the trim function, the concatenate function, the upper function, lower function, right, left. These are the things we're going to look at today using this data. Okay, now the first thing is the average. Now the average is saying returns the average mean. Okay, the average arithmetic mean of the numbers provided. Now these are the numbers. Remember that when you want to work with an average data, when you want to work with anything that has to do with average mean, it has to be numbers. You can't work with alphabets. So I'm deleting this total. Okay, so we're saying first thing is want to quick first address. Apologies, sorry about that. What we want to address is the average function. Now I'd say I want to get the average these data. Again, is equals to. Now, instead of you to click on what you want, now the system, the Excel has, like I said before, now the function is different from formula. Now the function is a pre-designed formulas. Let me look at it that way. It's a pre-designed formulas that you have to call up. I say is equals to average. If I write AVR, tells me this is what you want, Abby. Now I double click it. Let me take it again. Is equals to AV average. Now you double click. Now when you double click, you automatically asks you some questions. It says average number, comma, number. So I will just say average of all this, and I click on enter. This is the average number. For the mathematicians in the house, you can check. I'll take it again. It's so simple, trust me. Average, that's what I want. So I say is equals to average. I double click. Average number of what? I said average number of all these things. So it's trying to ask you from where. So you click here, then you drag it down. This is my mouse working now. Then you click enter. You do this, it gives you the average. Okay, so we're done with average. Now the trim function. Now the trim function is a very interesting tool. Let me alter this data a bit so that you understand what the trim function does. Okay, just hold on, guys. We're almost done. Now I'm trying to make this data kind of dirty and unclean. Now this is what the data looks like. Okay, now the trim function is for you to be able to. Now if you look at this, you will realize that there are lines or there are spaces. This is a very good one, but of course the alphabets are not well spelled, but then are not well properly arranged. But what I'm trying to say is there's a space between Kanayo and the next line. I like space between 3 and Team Friday. And Taiwo also has space. Mohammed also has space. And the trim function, like I did explain here, is to remove unnecessary spaces between words in a string. Unnecessary spaces. Now, how do we do this? How do we arrive at this? The best way we can do this is usually, again, to create or to insert a column. I'm always advising people to do that because when you insert a column and work with that column, very close to your data, it's always better so you don't miss it. So again, remember what we did, insert. Okay, so I would now say this. So my work is now going to be on this page. Okay, so I would say is equals to, remember, trim. Okay, I double click again. I said trim this for me. Enter. You will notice that it has arranged this, that's taken away the spaces. So ideally what you should do is, again, you say is equals to trim, because I want to do for Palumi now, equals to trim, right click, and I say enter. That's done that. But you don't want to do this continuously, especially when you have hundreds of information. So it's just advisable that when you do this first one, all you need to do is you just double click or you drag it down to have effect on every other cell. Now when you do this, you copy and you paste, you will see that there will be an error. You see, there's an error. Now the reason for this error, let me explain. Anytime you copy a file, particular file that has formulas, into another sheet, you have altered that flow, and it's really going to affect the delivery of that particular report. But when you have things like this, what you do is you copy from Kanayo, now you come to names where you want to paste it to. Now this is a very interesting tool. Again, this is a tool that we should talk about when we get to intermediate, but because of this training, since it came up, let's quickly address it. And there is a particular function called sort and filter. Okay, this is what somebody was asking me. We'll come back to that. And another function called find and select here. Okay, so now when you copy this, we want to eliminate every form of formula in it, so that we'll paste the correct one here. Okay, so what I would do is I come to find and select. Okay, then I'm saying go to special. Okay, now when it goes to special, it brings you to this thing. What I'm trying to do is I want to paste this thing in a special way, so that whatever information that is in there would not be captured. It just gives me the visible value. Okay, I said it should paste special, so I would say visible cells only. Okay, do you understand? Then I can now say paste special. That's one part. That looks very confusing. I know. Now let me give you another sweeter and faster way. You come here, Control C, or you right click and click on copy. Then you bring your where you want to copy this into, which is here. You click it and you come to paste. Then you will now click on paste special. It takes you to this dialog box. Then you click on value. You're trying to tell the Excel just give me the value, remove every form of formula in it, and this is what you have, which is fine. So we're deleting this. Now we have this. So we have used the trim function successfully. Please guys, I want us to follow. Please do follow me. Now concatenate is a very interesting tool that now the function of concatenate is if you have data that have two type of information in between. For instance, this is a data with two type of information. If you are two or more types of information, if you notice, you realize that Kanaya James is different, Elumi Adigun is different, Tim Godfrey is different. Okay, so now let us move to concatenate. Now to do this concatenate, it's a very interesting, what's it called, function. So what you would do is you copy this, you copy your information that you want to concatenate. Now we want to separate first name and last name, which is this. So which means we are creating two additional columns. Am I right? So I'm deleting this average. So guys, if you need it, you can always ask me how I got there. But of course, I'm sure you do not, that you already understand. So I'm creating two columns. So I would say okay, remember what I did? Insert. Okay, right one. Okay, no, sorry, it should be from here. Insert one, and insert again two. So I'm saying this is not names. Then we'll say we want to know their first name. Excuse me. First name, last name. So we want to know the first name and last name of this students. The first name and the last name. Now you don't want to start typing Kanayo James, Elumi Adigun, Tim Friday, because what if you have thousands of data, that can be killing. So a very good way we could do this is to copy. Okay. Then we open another tab. That if you don't want to use this, I always advise that we open another tab. That way you don't have to mobile up your Excel file. So you paste it here. Okay. Now The concatenate is used to join files together. Okay, to join informations together. So the first thing I want to do is to first divide this information. When we get to concatenate proper, we'll look at it. You get, so now to do this, I want to introduce something, and I think that is what we should have done. Now you want to first divide this into name and surname. Okay, name and surname, before we can now concatenate them back into one single cell like this. So to divide this, you're going to use a tool called text to column. Text to column. I just hope we're getting this. So to get your text to column, you come to your okay, hold on please. You come to your the text to column is somewhere around here. Hold on. Text column. Good. Apologies. Sometimes these informations are just scattered. Okay. Now your text to column is, you want to make these things go into different other columns. So remember what we did? You click here. This is another sheet entirely. Whatever information you provide here, automatically you're still taking it to, ultimately you're still taking it to your main workbook. So text to column. Okay, so we're saying if you click on text to column, it asks you this. Say, okay, what do you want to do? You say delimited. You click on next. It asks you what you intend to do. You say, okay, delimiters, each tab, create each tab for me. Anything that has space, divide it. You click on next, you click on finish. Automatically it divides it. So it means it's the first name, this is the last name. So I'm copying this and I'm taking it back to our workbook and I'm pasting. Okay, as you can see. Now this is where the concatenate function comes in. We're lucky enough that we have this. Now take for instance, you give out a list of paper to staff, to students to fill. Their first name, last name. Are you ready? So sorry about this. Sorry, I'm hearing. Now you already typed all this, but this is the only thing you have. You do not have this. So I'm deleting this. Okay, you do not have this. This is the only thing that every student has typed. Their names, and you also have this information. But you want to bring it together so that you can't. Sometimes you just want to help your boss, which is very, very good. You want to give your boss something that is nice, and you want to mix these names together to make it look one. To make it appear as one, and that is where the concatenate function comes in. So you click on is equals to again. Please do not forget con. As soon as you press con, the system automatically gives you every information that comes with con. You double click, okay, and you double click, it asks you what text. You click on, this is the first text, then you click on comma. Now you would notice that whatever he's asking you to do is what is beneath here. Text 1, text 2. So you say text 2, which is this. Then you click on enter. Now you would notice that these names are together. That is to say, they are not no space in between. Okay, now there are two options of adding a space to this. Okay, now the first option is for you to say you concatenate a space into what you're doing. So let's do it again. The first option is equals to concatenate. Right click, C4, okay, comma, then you would say I'm taking just any space, any random space. This is a space, okay, comma, then James. You see, it's still not affecting it, and that's because you're supposed to create a space using a formula. So now this is what we should do. Please take notes. You see, is equals to concatenate C4, comma. Now this is how to create a space in an Excel file. This, okay, for every space, because every space is seen as null and void, okay. But to represent a space in an Excel, you must first open what's it called, a quotation. You see a quotation 1, a quotation 2, but instead, before that quotation 2, you press your space. So I'm taking it again, C4 quotation, then you press your space and you close with the quotation, you press a comma, and you come to here, you click on enter. You should have something better. Okay, I'll take that again. Now for you to get a space in an Excel, it is usually represented by having two open, what's it called, two quotation marks with the space in between. That is the best. So again, I'll say is equals to concatenate, okay, can you now open, sorry, concatenate comma, do not forget please, can you space, okay, open, close, comma, then James, then you have your response here. And remember, you can't keep typing like this, so you just drag down and everything seems fine. You cannot leave this again, so you copy, you come and paste special here, paste value, so that this formula you just created disappears. Okay, we're moving. Now upper function, lower function, we're almost done. Then right and left, uppercase, lower function, right and left. Now the upper function is one interesting tool. Now the function of the upper function is to, for instance, you want every data to be neat, you want every data to be correct and to be neat. So you want everything here to be in uppercase, okay. So what you should do is you create a column. Okay, sorry, columns are being created too much, and the essence is that we just know what we're doing. So once you use the uppercase, so you see is equals to, remember please, upper. When you click on upper, you double click, and the thing is asking you what text are you looking at. You say, okay, I want this text, which is Kanayo James. You click on it, you press enter. Kanayo James is well arranged now. So you can't keep doing that for every 100 of data. So again, you right click or you drag down, and it gives you a very accurate response here. Okay, so I copy this and I want to paste it here. Remember, you have to paste special. Please remember, you have to paste special and the value. Then you click on OK and you're good to go. So I'm deleting this. I hope this is self-explanatory enough. Let me take it again for the sake of those of us who may have missed it. Now, simple. Now you want to make this. Now we're trying to make this data interesting and nicer and looks more presentable. Now uppercase is equals to upper. Sorry, forgive me for that background noise. It's very early in the morning, around 4 a.m. So the cock is trying to wake people up. So uppercase, okay, is asking me for the text. So this is the text, and I click enter. So I have James. You see? So I right click. And I copy. I want to paste here. Remember to paste special. Take for instance, let's just paste like that. You will see the response. You see, it's bad. Something is missing. But if I copy like this, and I come here, I say paste special. Give me the value. No formula. Here's what you have. So you delete. Okay, now let's do same for this, but instead of us to do upper, we're going to do lower. We want everything to be on lowercase, so we say is equals to lower. Okay, you right click, you click on this, and you say enter. I hope that's just clear enough. Okay, then you drag down. Okay, now you copy again, you come here, you say paste special. Okay, and you say give me the value. Right now I'm deleting this. Okay, so doing here same thing here. I say lower is equals to lower. Okay, good, comma, okay, James. Okay, aha, I copy, I paste. Now our file is looking way better now. Okay, so we've touched the upper, we've touched the lower. What next? The right function and the left function. Now the right function is used for us to trim down files, especially when you want to cut out some functions, some data. Let me quickly do that. That may not be applicable for this data. It is usually when you have addresses. For instance, you have addresses that are just excessively long. You have numbers that are just so long, and you want to trim it down to a particular number. Take for instance, okay, cool, very good. Let me use this instance now. We want to get the location, the code of this location. So we're creating another column. Remember how we're going to create a column? Say insert. Okay, so we say location. Okay, now location code is, of course, you know what the code is. So Lagos is LA, Ibadan is IB. Okay, Oyo is OY, Delta is DE, Osun is OS. Now we want to make OS to be here. So what we'll do is we're going to tell the system to give us 2 letters from the left and replace it here for us because we don't want to type. Okay, you see is equals to left. You say this is the left, it's asking you for the numbers. You say, see, left, then it says what's the text? You say this is the text to, it's not say okay, one number, you now say comma. Okay, you say 2. Right? Okay, but before then, let's convert this. Let's make this in uppercase. I think it's better. So it's equals to upper. Please follow me closely. Alright, so this is nice. Okay. Aha. So pasting special again. Do not forget, please. Do not forget, please. Good. So we're saying, system, please give me every number that starts with, give me 2 letters from left that has, from the left. So this is LA. So let's do it again for Ibadan. Is equals to left. Say left. Asking you which number. Say left. This text, comma 2. IB. So no time. We can't do this for hundreds of data. So we just drag, and boom, we're fine. Again, copy, paste, special. Okay, good. Performance is okay. Now we need to okay, this is fair, so let's just change this fair. See, I don't want us to start using formulas, so I just say let's change this, fair. Now that is the same like what you would get if you wanted to actually do for the right for any reason, but this is what you would get. So what have we not touched? Hold on guys. Okay, I think we've touched everything. Now it's time for us to make this presentation juicy. Okay, so I look through, I see everything seems okay. I try to, now look at this. This is the header. I want to highlight it to make it interesting. So there's a column here. It's called the fill column. The fill column is to fill the column, the cells of a particular highlighted portion of the Excel. So I've highlighted this portion and I want to fill it up. I'm using blue, okay, and I'm going to shade this what's it called, this text in every of this highlighted portion. So I shade it to big bold. Okay, now I want to align it so everything is in the middle. Okay, this is the function. This is where you do all those parts, you know. So I'd say okay, and this is as taken it, you see, at the point it goes back here, it brings it to the middle. This is just okay, this is perfect, but you still don't like the way it is, you know, you still want to make it more interesting, you know. So you just highlight. I'm going to add borders to this now. The border is a very unique tool that is used to create lines in between cells of a particular portion of your Excel, or particular selected portion of your Excel, which is this. Now, to do this, these are borders, but of course, if you print these things out now, you may not really enjoy what you are seeing, because these are borders that comes with the spreadsheet. But this is a very unique one that you can select. So I click on this, okay, button border. Click on this small arrow here. Now each of these arrow, what you need to do for Excel is just look at them closely. They would have explained what they are talking about. One is saying he wants, if I want the border to be below, no. If you want to be at the top, no. Right, no. Left, no. No border means no border already. You know, all border. If I click on all border now, there will be a little impact. Now watch. You see, there's a little impact. But let me take this a bit juicy. Do you know that I can actually change these lines to my desired type of line? If I want it thicker, if I want it bolder, if I want to change the color. So that's what we're going to do now. So you click on that same arrow, it gives you this. Then you come to more border. Okay, more border is just giving us different overview of what we want. Now I want to click, it's asking me that what's the style I want. Okay, I say I want this style, it looks sexy and nice, you know. Then it asks me, how do you want the border? I say I want it on top, I want it by the left, I want it at the middle, I want it at the middle, I want it below, and I want it by the right. Click on okay, sorry. Then it now asks me what color of you just, okay, give me red. See, okay. So this should be in red. So I'm going back there to understand what happened. We need it in red. Oh, sorry. This I'm sure I didn't click on this properly. Oh no, what's happening? Okay. Let me try this one more time before I reach a conclusion. Okay, something is not right. I think it's taking it back to the default. Okay, that's okay. In the next lines we will explain, like this function I'm giving to us now are actually intermediate functions, so we may not really need them just now. But you see that my data is looking more like it. Now I want every information from this angle to be at the middle. So this is what I click, you know. Oh, okay, this is better, but let me see this. Let it start from the left. Good. You see, this is better. But the header is still not nice. It doesn't still look nice. So let's make the header more interesting. First, let's convert it to all caps. So it's equals to upper. Don't forget, please. Upper. This. Okay. Enter. And you have this. Remember to copy and paste them special so you do not lose content. So I'm going to delete this. Okay. And I'm going to work on this. Let me see, I want to increase the font. I'm increasing the font to 16. Okay, let's make it 24. Okay, so now I'm going to change. I'm going to have it an underline. This is the underline button. Okay, so I think this is it, and this is just how the data is being presented, and it looks very nice. Now you can send to your principal and get promoted. All right guys, thank you very much for joining me. I'm sorry if I took you a lot of time today, but this is the only time I have to do this, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions, please do ask me beneath the comment button. And if you're on our WhatsApp, please, after watching this on YouTube, go back to the WhatsApp page and ask questions. Trust me, we will respond. These are just very basic things that I think we should know, and it will really go a long way to help us in our day-to-day activities. Next time, we'll be looking at something a bit different, and it's going to be also very interesting. Excel is broad, we may not cover all, but of course, we cover those basics that will be needed for our day-to-day operations. I hope to see you guys next time, and I want to appreciate every one of us who made it through this video. Please like, share, comment, and I want you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And please do send it across to your friends, and let's see how we can help ourselves. It's a very small word. Thank you very much once again. God bless you. Stay blessed. Stay safe.